Do you think Joshua Fabia, training-wise, went too far with Cheeto's daughter, seeing as she was only entering a spelling bee? All right, shut up, dude. What the f am I reading? God, let me focus on chat real quick. Kadyrov is a little Nepo freak. He's earned nothing. Yeah, but I'm actually his distant relative, so I won't take that Kadyrov slander from you guys. How about that? How about that, buddy? King Jones owns Fraudspinal. Well, a couple hundred years ago, Fraudspinal owned King Jones. I'm joking. But yeah, King Jones does not own him. He didn't even fucking fight him. We are Dagestan. We are Arman. Pakistan flag. India flag. Saudi fat. Yeah, true. What's up, Kragos? Is Morab the bantamweight goat? He is the bantamweight goat. No question about it. No question about it at all. Guru, any genuine advice for bad smelling ass? Maintenance wipes throughout the day is something that you have to do quite a bit. For sure. Thank you for the $2, especially if you're a bit hairy. Definitely got to give it a wipe. Even if you haven't pooed, just give it a wipe every couple of hours. You've been sat down for like 3 hours. Get up, give it a wipe. You'll be good. Not for like poo, just to keep that shit dry and, you know what I mean? Guru the GOAT, thank you for the $2. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you for the 2. Fat people problems. It's not fat people problems. You got to do maintenance wipes, though. You haven't pooed yourself, but you still got to just wipe it now and then. If you wipe your ass only when you take a shit, you're a tramp. Absolutely a tramp. Go out for a walk, get home, take a piss. Little maintenance wipe, dude. Same time. Maintenance wipe needs to be a part of common culture over here. I'd fold you like a chrome book, little bro. Okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. Incels are legion in this community. Chad, did you see the 2 guys that were planning on taking over that Haitian island? People were sending me that like crazy. That was the funniest shit I've ever read. Not like their actual plan was like obviously horrific and terrible, but fucking hell, dude. Can you imagine them actually plotting that like it's going to happen? Fucking schizos. Jesus Christ, what a bunch of retards. Winged C tweet saying to abolish 19th Amendment. Okay. I've hit 3 maintenance wipes today. It's good. It's the fucking future. It's the fucking future. Yeah, crazy. Fucking insane. In the first few seconds of you and DJ IRL, we can see your cheeks as you walk to your seat. I went back and watched it. Yeah, you can see them through my jogging bottoms. Not my jogging bottoms are down, but you can see my ass. Yeah, I've got... Don't even make me describe that I've got a perky... you know what I mean? I don't even want to get into it. But yeah, through the jogging bottoms, you can see the outline. Fucking annoying. People sent me that like crazy. What happened with Conor and Khabib on Twitter? Ugh, they went back and forth like crazy. McGregor called him inbred, said he's using his dad to scam his followers, and Khabib is doing a bunch of crypto shit on Twitter and deleted all the posts and all that. Which fighters are you worried about having CTE? Which fighters am I worried about having CTE? I mean, all of them, really. Gaethje's going to be a fucking sludge of mess. Like, he's going to be an absolute sludge very soon. So I'm worried about him. Garbrandt is definitely going to be angry. Chat, yes or no, Garbrandt is angry, snap on a wife, CTE. I really think so. His wife has a little subtle joke comment with him and he takes it as like a brutal insult. I do worry about Garbrandt being that way. Holloway's one will be funny and like harmless. He's like, oh, there I go again. You know what I mean? Like, there I go again rambling. My bad. That type of thing. And Gaethje's will be like, okay, Gaethje, like little baby brain CTE. But Garbrandt's definitely going to be like snap to violence very quick level CTE. Oy vey, thank you for the $2. Thank you for the membership, Israel Padilla 2008. I appreciate the membership, dude. Thank you. Cheetos, stop about his daughter, fucking hell. Those wooden doors are great for holding in gas. Thank you for the 2. There you go. Yeah, I know. But they definitely killed a bunch of people, chat. That's obvious. I do think it got dramatized for like cinema and Hollywood and stuff. Guru, will you watch a basketball game in America? I probably will watch a basketball game in America. I don't know where I could watch one, but I guess they will be going on. So yeah, I'd like to watch a basketball game in America. What team? None of my teams. Any of my teams? No, none of them. I don't give a fuck about the Celtics. I don't give a fuck about the New York Knicks, the Clippers. Who's the team in Philadelphia? 76ers? I don't give a fuck about them. Nashville? What's the Nashville one? The Tennessee what? I don't really care. Watch Luka. No, I'm not going to go to LA. I like Luka. I follow Luka, but my team's the Denver Nuggets. I do like the Mavericks, but they're a shell of themselves. Kind of dull to watch them just lose every game now. What are you doing when you go to the USA, DJ calls you to make up and meet him in a secret location? You pull up and see DJ. He says sorry as John Jones, Team Khabib, Ian Gary, Michael Chandler, and Hamzat rise from the shadows. That would be terrifying. I'd have to pull off my fucking record fast 100-meter sprint time. Thank you for the $10. The Orman49. I appreciate it. $10, dude. Thank you. Impression of Ariel cackling bread and circus at White House. What does that even mean? Gaethje will be in a home-threatening retirement. Thank you for the 2. Yeah, there you go. Yes, he will. He will, yeah. He will be in a home-threatening retirement, yeah. You don't do it, I'm going to retire. You've been retired for 40 years, Gaethje. I want my fucking dinner and dessert now or I'm going to retire. Yeah, I could see that. Perfect for a retirement home. Thoughts on upcoming fighter Dan Dangler? I don't know. Thank you for the membership, Egg1742. Who do you appreciate more in the sport, Poatan or Ilia? Poatan, activity, violence, more consistently. Thank you for the 2. He respects the order of things a bit more as well, you know. He takes the Ankalaev fight, rematch the Ankalaev fight, moves up, fights to contender for his title shot, you know. Wow, you've gone so far left. Did you just say the... yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Thank you for that's how it works now, I guess. Thank you for the $8 Australian. I hate the idea of Alex versus Carlos in January. Alex will win, eventually will vacate the belt to move up, and then what with light heavyweight? Ank versus Yuri for the belt? Yeah. No, not for... Why would Ank fight for the belt? What is these fucking takes? No. No, I want Yuri in a belt conversation, but then it'll be Allberg. But if they do that, Alex Carlos in January, why would you then do Ank Yuri for the belt? Like, we're going to wait till what? July? Till Yuri and Ank's fight? No. No, no, no. If they do Alex versus Carlos in January, then they do Yuri versus Ank just as a contender matchup. Not everything has to be for a belt. Just do a contender matchup. Number 1 contenders fight, Ankalaev versus Prohaska. Easy. Guru, I'm in Denver. I could hook you up with a ticket and I have a car. I was literally at the Kings game on Saturday. Let me put you on, brother. I'm not going to be in Denver. Thank you for the 2 months. I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be in Boston. All of the states on the way through to New York. I don't know where after that. Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Nashville, fishing with Bryce in Arkansas. Are you willing to condemn Hamas on October 7th? I like hummus, though. Impression of... No, I don't know what's going on with that. Impression of dancing aerials outside the White House card. Oh, my, it worked. Guru, be ready. I'm going to start my MMA channel, brother. Thank you for the $2, dude. Iran still has weapons of mass destruction. Okay. You see new X update exposes Dagestani fans from Jabli land? Or like other Jabli land in Pakistan as well, right? It's not just India. It's Pakistan and India. CTE Leon being spoon-fed his dinner in a home. If he finishes it, he can have a sliver of pudding. That's 9 bites in a row. I want my pudding now. I believe I deserve to have a bite of pudding. Danis interview, police investigation, thoughts? Yeah, but I want a different interview first. Maybe Danis interview. Everyone keeps asking for it, so we could do a Danis interview. But I don't know. I'm trying to space things out right now. Dominic Cruz 5045 to Matan on his pod. You're next. I don't think I'll be getting on the Dominic Cruz podcast anytime soon. But yeah, that'd be fun. Caucasian champs are the least active. It's true, yeah. There's also Ramadan to consider when we come up to this time of the year. Which is horrible that we have to consider, but... Yeah, I think that's just the way these days, man. Everyone's so fucking inactive. But you can't say that with Morab being the most active. I just think champions in general are fucking inactive as fuck because there's so much money to be made whilst being the champion than there is to be defending the belt as a champion. Thoughts on Brady entertaining a move to 55? I don't think that's the move for him. But it could be. It could be. But I don't think that's the move for him, no. I'd like to know what weight he is on fight week. Maybe that would be better to know. Something about the Romero Machida KO just felt so right. I could never imagine someone who even resembles an Asian person beat Romero. Okay. All right, there you go. I mean, I get the point, but yeah. A little bit self-hating from you there, mate. Still haven't told me where that currency's from. I'm going to assume it's like Polynesia, like, what's it called? Not Philadelphia. Philippines. Are we inbred because we're Caucasian? No, we've been out of that. We left that patch note years ago, mate. See if you can get Matan Evans' pod. Bet he'll do it. He's in LA. Will you sign Mayo bottles? You don't understand location is a thing. I'm not just going to go all over the place in America. I need to do a stint in each place. I don't like flying. Will you sign Mayo bottles at the meet and greets? No, I won't sign Mayo bottles at the meet and greets, no. You going to visit Sam Hyde and Nick Rochefort? I think so. I think so. Thank you for the 2. I'll probably go on Sam Hyde's pod for sure. I'm happy to announce your visit with BB is confirmed. Flight itinerary will be sent to your email along with a list of pre-approved questions. Thank you, APAC USA. We're not doing business with each other. Shut the fuck up. Level 1000 gangster Lewis McGrillen plus MMA guru chinning migrants with Kurt Kaz in London. Shut up. Fucking hell. Tits out for 400k. No. No Arkansas meet and greet. Well, should I do an Arkansas meet and greet? I don't know. With Bryce, we could try and do something like that. Should I do in Arkansas? Is there a bunch of people from Arkansas in here? I'm trying to do it where there'll be a lot of people. You know? I wouldn't mind doing like a charity meet and greet with Bryce if he was up for it. They caught Bilal in Washington today. Yes. Thank you. I don't think there's enough people in Arkansas. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. I want it to be a thing where I do them, it's like really good for, you know. It's really good for, what's it called? The point of it. Like where there's going to be a lot of people at least. Just to make it more efficient, you know. Efficiency is priority. They caught Bilal in Washington today. It wasn't Bilal. It was a bit of a Dagestani looking guy. Hog reveal at 500k subs. No hog reveal, no. No, I want to remain relatable. Tony Ferguson goes so hard he comes in 1st and 4th place. I bought that JDM fight suffering buyer's remorse. Sean Brady, a local guy, chinned. Then 69 is the main event. Unreal. Okay, thank you for the $10. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. I want to make a video doing all of the events to make soon, but I'm not sure what to go off of. Will you go to Mexico for a Noche Guru show? No. Let's talk business, bud. No, thank you, Larry Silverstein. Will there be a Mayo Bukkake part 2? There won't be a Mayo Bukkake. I might need a shot of mayonnaise in a second to keep me energized and shit, but no. Have you looked into the hidden country, Caucasia? I don't know what the hidden country is. I would travel from Missouri for the meet and greet. Thank you for the $2. There you go. Yeah, we'll definitely do them and announce them soon. I've got another announcement I'm working on right now, so I'll have to do it all at the same time. That'd be more fun. Impression of Dana trying desperately to buy your beanie, but the rejection is too much for him, so he crashes out. Come on, Guru, I gotta get one of them. For my bald head, it gets cold. Thank you for the 5. That's what I think I'm going to do, chat. I'm going to name the videos like searching for Dana White in Boston and then searching for Ariel Helwani in New York. Just to keep it somewhat MMA related. I don't know how I'm going to do these vlogs or anything. I don't have a cameraman, so I don't know what to do, to be honest. Impression of Conor deporting only the kids during the Chandler vacation to Ireland. No. Impression of Guru getting replaced by India next live. Thank you for the $2. It'd be funny. Josh Thompson made false video. Why DJ left Guru? Yeah, he probably did. Josh Thompson doesn't like me, but he's a fucking bitch. Impression of Bryce dropping random historical German objects in the lake before your fishing trip then acts surprised when he hooks one on his line. Okay. Wow, what's this? No, he's good. Come to Mexico, it's totally safe. I'm sure I'll be fine down there. I have a ton of Mexican fans. Most of my DMs are saying, I heard you're coming to the US. You coming to fucking Puerto Rico? Are you coming to Mexico? Are you coming to El Salvador? Dude, you got to stop off in fucking Honduras or whatever, dude. There's a bunch of, like, 30% of my fan base is fucking Hispanic, so. You think Islam or Hamzat will ever fall? Yeah, I think so. I do think they will. Someday. Inshallah. Ilia apparently vacating 165 pounds incoming. No, I don't think there's a 165 pound title there. Why would Guru go to Mexico when Mexicans don't want to go to Mexico? It's a good point. Yeah, I don't want to go to a country whose own people don't want to be there. Do you think Cyril took a dive versus John Jones? I do believe so. Thoughts on Brandon Buckingham in hospital? I hope he recovers soon, dude. It's horrible to see. I hope he does recover immediately. That'd be best. That would be for the best as well. Can you take a boogie board bag to Bali for me? No, I'm not taking a boogie board bag for you to Bali. Fuck that. I got a buzz cut today and I have a Maltese ahead. That's tough. Thank you for the 2. Makayev re-signed. I know. I saw it. Good for me, Makayev, dude. Woo! Yee! Impression of Bryce greeting you with a white hoodie and pitchforks. All right, I got your hood in the back of my bag. I got to get it. You didn't come in the outfit I told you about? Can an Indian living in Dagestan be your fam? There are no Indians living in Dagestan, dude. That fucking new Twitter update is fucking sensational. Remember how funny it was when Josh Thompson was seething with rage at your Michael Chandler impression? That was fucking hilarious, yeah. That was a great time. In the US, even the white nationalists are brown. Yeah, but they still got that shit in them. You know what I'm saying, Kurt? Impression of Habib meeting his wife. What, you mean like Fuentes shit? Habib meeting his wife for the first time. She's beautiful. How much milk does she produce per week? Oh, the voice of an angel. When will the UFC release their 2026 schedule? They'll have to on this pay-per-view, surely, chat, they will. But I know the first card. Maybe I'll be in America for longer, chat, because the first card is January 24th, which means they're going to be off for 5 weeks, which is interesting. Do you remember a violent Bob Ross? Yes, Luis Pena. Right? Luis Pena. He's my MMA coach. Didn't he beat a woman for a handbag or something like that? I heard a story about that, but I'm not sure if it's true or not. So maybe I shouldn't say it. I'm not sure. I thought that happened. Ilia being such a baby about the divorce shaped my head. Okay, I mean, it's a pretty serious thing. Usually McGregor crash out needs to be deleted for PR, but he was spot on today. He did use his father's name to promote. Should have left it up. Yeah. Thank you for the 25,000, but I know why he's doing it, you know. He also has, whenever he does something like this, he posts a bunch of other stuff on Twitter as well, you know. Do you think Umar motivated Morab to improve his striking? Felt like they were evenly matched with the cardio being the deciding factor. I think that Morab that beat Corey stops Umar in the 4th or 5th. The Morab that beat Corey stops Umar in the 4th or 5th. Yeah. Thank you for the $10. Maybe he could. Maybe he could. Umar motivated Morab to improve his striking. Yeah, I think Morab's striking definitely improved. But then again, he can't flail like he did against Umar the way he was doing against Sandhagen, you know? So, I definitely think it's a little different. I think Umar's got a little bit more punch power than Sandhagen. So, Morab could just sort of wail moving forwards. Impression of Bryce explaining his Halloween costume. Yeah, I just used an old pillowcase for it. And I got this torch for free. If you got cancelled off YouTube, what would you do? Just retire. Thank you for the 2. Or become just a streamer for fun. But I could retire. Why are you live at 4 a.m? Are you a slut to all these Emeritards? Yeah, I keep waking up at like fucking 9 p.m. Are more MMA figureheads now calling Dagestanis inbreds because of you calling them? That has been brought to everyone's attention recently. Seeing that word more now. Yeah, I've seen a lot more of it, chat. I feel like I'm I feel like I'm just sort of mainstream in this kind of take. Which is true, by the way. So yeah, fuck them. Thank you for the $5. But yeah, I'm kind of just sort of being the sort of figurehead of this entire thing. You know? Faraz said he wanted you dead. Oh, well. Good to make another friend. Welcome to the club, Faraz. With Ilia not fighting until the spring, this fits perfect because Islam probably won't fight until spring. Let Ilia have time to game plan and build himself up for 170 and do interim fight on Aussie card Shavkat Morales. I don't like that he won't fight till spring, though. That really disgusts me. I don't like doing an interim fight when people aren't injured, but because they're taking on a random super fight instead. If we are forced into that position by them, then that's what happens. But I don't care about. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to push for that to happen. Thank you for the $20, Hardy. I really want, I don't know about anyone else, Ilia Arman in January, Makhachev versus Ian Gary in February or April. Quick, please, for the love of fucking God. Shit's pissing me off, man. Yeah, he's already irrelevant, I know. Ariel's going to bring up Inbred Gate in your interview. Ariel's not doing my interview. Try ask him about that again. About 2 weeks ago, I had Oban message him. And Oban said that he didn't even know about that was even happening. And I said, well, ask him then and tell him, all right, well, I'm like verbally saying, let me get on the show. And Ariel was talking about how he's all booked up. But he's got winged C on his fucking thing. So he don't want nothing to do with it. Scared little Ariel is. Well, I don't think, I'm not going to bully him. Ariel, I'm not going to bully you on your show. You know what I mean? Come on, man. He just said peace and love, you know, we're all good and everything. I'm glad to hear everything's all good and we're reaching out and all this. Guy sounds like he's just happy I ain't going after him anymore. I might have to start again. No, he's irrelevant. In the first, but I'd like to do the show. I think that'd be big views. If he has Dennis on, you'll be okay. Yeah, but he's not doing it. Ariel, I keep asking, man. I'm not trying to beg. You know what I mean? I just think it'd be a cool thing to do. I think everyone would really like to see that, but it's up to you, man. Yeah, how does Ariel interview Winged C and not you? I know, right? Thank you for the $2. It's insane. There's zero chance Ariel ever has someone as based and intelligent as you on his show. He'll lose every bitch-ass argument and sub-argument. Yeah, let's start that narrative so maybe his ego gets involved to have us on.